Hey everybody, it's Pastor Daniel here. Hope you're having a great week so far and that you and your family are staying safe and healthy. I want to let you know of a couple of things that we've got going on this week and just an update for tomorrow evening's online midweek Bible study. First of all, tomorrow evening, Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m., we're going to have a group of folks at the church in the fellowship suite packing the dry goods and beginning the prep work for our food distribution that will take place on Saturday. And I know that they would welcome some extra help this week. So if you are available tomorrow evening at 6:30, again, they'll be in the fellowship suite getting the dry goods packed up in brown bags and organized for the Saturday food distribution. Again, that's 6:30 tomorrow night in the fellowship suite. The other thing that I wanted to let you know about is just a little bit of a change. Every Wednesday night, we have been broadcasting the midweek Bible study, and that's been going live at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow night, I'm going to ask you to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to be posting a midweek Bible study. I'm going to ask you to tune in to something else, something that's really cool that I'm excited about. This week, we were supposed to be having the Alabama Baptist Convention. Taylor Road was going to host the pastors' conference, and then the convention was going to be down at First Baptist. But because of COVID, we're not able to do that. And so one of the things that I was really disappointed about having to miss was this year, the International Mission Board was going to be doing a sending celebration. It's a time when they commission, and it's just this huge celebration of new missionaries being sent out all over the world. We were going to do that this year. It was going to be awesome, but that had to be canceled. However, they're broadcasting it live tomorrow night at 6:30. There's two different websites you can catch it on. You can go to live.alsbaum.org, or you can go to facebook.com/alsbaum. Okay, I've put those two things at the bottom of the screen. Those are two ways that you can watch that. But that will be, again, tomorrow night, live at 6:30 on one of these two websites that you can go and watch that. I want to encourage you, again, I'm not going to be posting a midweek Bible study because I would rather, and I'm asking you as a church family to be tuning in to the sending celebration, praying for these missionaries. I've been to these in person. This is my favorite thing in the world to go to. When I go to the Southern Baptist Convention every year, this is the one thing that I make sure I don't miss. It is so awesome. It's so wonderful. And I wish we could do it in person, but we're going to watch it online. So I'm going to ask you to join me. I've got a life group that meets at my house on Wednesday evenings. We're going to be tuning in, and I'm going to ask you to tune in as well at live.alsbaum.org or facebook.com/alsbaum at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow evening. If you saw the announcements this past Sunday, we have started our weekly prayers for the Lottie Moon Christmas offering. This week's focus of prayer is on the nation of Kenya and some of the work that God's doing. And so I want to leave you with a video highlighting the work that's being done in Kenya and asking you to pray. You can visit the website down below here that's on your screen to find some specific prayer points that you and I can be praying for with the International Mission Board's work in Kenya. So visit the website at the bottom of the screen for the prayer points in Kenya. Don't forget tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m., these two websites at the bottom. Watch live the sending celebration. And now check out the work that God's doing in Kenya.
Nani amewahi shikwa na polisi? Nani amewahi kuliwa na chawa? Nani amewahi lala njaa kwa street? Nani amewahi dhulumiwa kimapenzi ama anajua mtu amewahi dhulumiwa huko street? Kudhulumiwa kimapenzi.
Whenever I was hanging out with the boys, people would come to me and be like, you know, these boys are dangerous. You know, these boys are going to hurt you. You know, you shouldn't be here. I mean, they're just despised by everyone.
Only a few understand that these are just normal children who have been forced to the streets with different circumstances.
They're not loved. They're actively insulted and abused and kicked.
Show them love, and they will respond with love. show them a bad attitude, and they will repel from you. They are just children.
In 2009-2010, I was serving as a photographer with the International Mission Board, and one of my last assignments was a story on a young lady working with street kids in Nairobi, Kenya. I would spend from 4 in the morning to 10 at night with this group of 20 kids, getting to know them, hearing why they were on the streets, and the whole time I was like, oh my gosh, the Lord is gonna call somebody to work with these kids. Like, somebody needs to come do something. So I finally just said, Lord, are you calling me to go work with those boys? And I had peace. Like, I knew that that's what I was being called to do.
Hopefully 13 boys will come to the shelter this morning, and they'll be rescued off the streets.
Ukotari. Honestly, there were so many years that I worked on the streets in Nairobi without a place to take boys. I would just get to know them and help them like in the small ways that I could. And the fact that God has provided the shelter and given us opportunity to be rescuing kids off the streets and make a real difference in their life, it's really exciting. Like, life will not be the same for these boys. And Naivasha Children's Shelter, our mission is to rescue them from the streets, to help them to be rehabilitated, to get off drugs, to go through trauma counseling. And as much as we see that these kids need food and they need education and they need a bed to sleep in, they do. They need all of those things. But what they really need is the love of a family. They need to belong somewhere. They need to be well cared for. They need to know that they're loved. And we show them that through the love that the social workers give them here. We show them that by pointing to the love of Christ, and we show them that by putting them back in their family where they belong with people who love them. One of our social workers, Elphys, has spent hours looking for one kid that's lost that he wants to be able to have a new life. And it's not just Elphys. All of the social workers at the shelter are amazing. They go to the streets every day and every night. They get to know the boys. They get to hear their story, know why they came to the streets, know what happened in their family, and offer them a way out.
I talk to them, I make them understand that despite everything that you're going through, there is hope and there is someone who cares. That's why I'm here.
I had seen enough of orphanages, I had worked with enough organizations that I knew the best place for any child is in their family. And we don't just take them home and drop them off. What we do is we spend a lot of time going to the family and finding out what sent that child to the streets. Was it the influence of peers? Was it poverty at home? And then spend a lot of time working on that issue with the family. Every child that's placed back at home, they follow them until they reach the age of 18 or they finish school, just to make sure that child has no chance of going back to the streets. Everything is fine, they have enough food, they're in school. They invest their lives in these children.
I'm sure that these kids, if given a chance and a place to make their lives, for sure they are going to change and make a better generation to come.
I just want to sincerely say thank you. It is because of Southern Baptist that I am able to be here. The shelter is able to keep running. I'm able to serve in this way because of your gifts to the Lottie Moon Christmas offering and the cooperative program. And it's miraculous to see a child that was alone, living on the streets and hopeless, reunited with their family. This is the model that works. This is what helps to get kids back home where they should be and where they want to be.